nice to have Dr. Colorado. He has just published his 48th book, Herndon Davis, Painting Colorado History, 1901 through 1962. Perhaps you've heard of Davis's best-known work, The Face on the Barroom Floor in the Teller House up in Central City. Dr. Colorado and his co-author, Craig Leavitt, has found that Davis painted far more than that unforgettable face. And it's always nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Is Herndon Davis really your 48th book? My gosh, you've done so many books. Is it really 48 now?
It is, but I have a lot of help from great grad students like Craig Leavitt, the co-author on this.
Okay, Craig Leavitt, I'm so happy that he helped you out on this. It's a beautiful book. I was thumbing through the pages earlier. How many years have gone by since your first book, now that you're on your 48th?
My first one was 1976, Denise. What is that, 40 years?
Yeah,
it's scary.
That's a long time. You've been hard at work. You keep driving, right? Grinding away. How did Davis manage to paint his most famous work? I mean, that was strange on the barroom.
Yeah, supposedly he was upset with the management up at the Opera House Association, who wanted refined people. They didn't want anything like a face on the barroom floor. So his last night of employment, after supposedly he had been fired, he spent the night painting this on the floor.
Gosh, and what a treasure it is. It's beautiful.
And it's actually his wife.
That's his wife?
Yes.
Beautiful.
And she looks a little suspicious, doesn't she, of this whole business?
Yeah. How has it been maintained? I mean, I would think that it would be scratched or some kind of damage to it over these years.
Supposedly somebody had the sense of mind to put a table over it to protect it. And today they have a railing around it to keep you from stepping on her.
Oh, and over the years, he's commissioned, I mean, a lot of Colorado landmarks in his career. Were they commissioned works, or did he just do them? You
know, the Rocky Mountain News and the Denver Post commissioned them, and other people did. This is the Richthofen Castle. He painted a lot of famous landmarks, and it's wonderful to have these watercolors.
That's gorgeous, beautiful. But he also did a few wicked landmarks.
Right.
Didn't he? He had a little bit of a naughty side.
He did. He liked his bars and his bordellos.
Yeah.
And this is the Navarre, called Denver's best-known department store of vice. Wow. Anything you could fantasize could happen inside the Navarre, which is now Phil Anschutz's American West Museum.
Oh my gosh, he was talented. Look at how beautiful that is.
I love the cars in it, the way they date it, and the costumes on the people. It's
so
almost
talented.
Like you photograph whoever or whatever was there in front of the building.
And then painted from the photograph. You're right. We have another photograph, a pretty infamous one, a piece of art that he painted. Tell me about this building.
This is the House of Mirrors, built by Jenny Rogers, and then bought by Maddie Silks, her great rival, and it's been restored in 1942 Market Street.
Mm-hmm. Are there a lot of famous Coloradans that have pieces of work by Herndon Davis?
Quite a few, although most of them have wound up, fortunately, at the Denver Public Library, which is going to do an exhibit on this in May.
Oh, good. Very nice.
Denise, this one is fun. There was no known photograph of John Gregory to discover the Gregory Gulch up in Central City. That runs between Black Hawk and Central City. The first mother lode of the Colorado Gold Rush. No known portrait. Davis read descriptions of him and came up with this image.
Oh my gosh, look at that. And on the bottom of another piece of painting from Byers' description, did Davis ever meet this man right here? Because at the bottom it says from Byers' description.
No, it's from Byers' description. Gregory disappeared. Nobody knows what happened to him long before Davis was painting. But from reading editor Byers' the Rocky Mountain News description, he came up with this portrait.
Isn't that interesting? That's so funny. Some of his work is just amazing, and then the other pieces of work is just crazy. Where do you find inspiration for your work? I mean, this is your 48th book.
You know, going into the library and finding out that DPL had this great cache of paintings and favorite landmarks kind of inspired this.
Well, thank you for giving us a sneak peek. It's absolutely beautiful. And Dr. Colorado and co-author Craig Leavitt are presenting a free slideshow and signing of their glossy full-color coffee table treasure, Herndon Davis, Painting Colorado History. That's going to happen on Wednesday, March 30th at 7 p.m. at the Tattered Cover Bookstore on Colfax. Find out where Tom will be all year throughout the year. Just visit his website. Go to dr-colorado.com. That's dr-colorado.com.